we're here to celebrate his latest achievement, which is the wonderful book, Without You, a memoir of love, loss, and the musical Rent, published by Simon & Schuster, and available at Coliseum Books. And right here, after the program, you can get a copy and have Anthony sign it. And without further ado, let's introduce our guest of honor, Anthony Rapp.
Hello, thank you very much for coming. How did you find out about it? It's so nice. So,
a little bit for us.
Well, when I first got the workshop of the show, the studio production we call it, in 1994, it was right before my mom was diagnosed with, essentially was a relapse of a cancer, and it was a really rare cancer. It started in her adrenal gland, which is, it's like 1 in a million in terms of cancer types. So that sort of already coincide. These two events were linked like that. And then when I was on Broadway, well, first then we did the off-Broadway production in '96. We moved to Broadway, and Mom was already undergoing treatments, and she was well enough to come to opening night on Broadway, for which I will always. I mean, that's one of the, I don't know what I would have done if that hadn't happened, if she hadn't been able to come, but she was able to come. But that was the only time she was able to see the show. And then I was going home on my days off once or twice a month to see her. And and she was in her sickbed at that point. So, and Jonathan died, and all of these things just.
There's also that story, which is so incredible. Of course, as everyone's aware, that Jonathan Larson didn't live to see the incredible success, really, of his piece, and you grew very close with him, apparently.
We were becoming friends, and it was my first experience with a composer that I was becoming friends with, and that was also writing for my voice and for me. And that, I mean, there were just a lot of things I was really grateful to that for Tim for that, and just had the utmost respect for him as an artist. And he was, a lot of I don't know if people know this, but a lot of like musical theater writers are kind of reclusive, more or less, and they sort of like hang out in the corner and sort of lurk. And Jonathan was really a part of the process.
Tell us about that.
Well, the one moment that really jumped out at me in my first sort of perusal of I didn't listen to the whole thing top to bottom. I was just sort of like picking and choosing and getting a glimpse, because I kind of like to go into a rehearsal process and let it tell me what it is as I go. I don't want to have too many preconceived notions. But one thing that did just like my little boombox. Remember boomboxes? That just sort of leapt out from the speakers was in La Vie Bohème. To faggots, lesbians, dykes, cross-dressers, to people living with, not dying from disease. To be such a direct political statement made in a musical was, I don't mean shocking like, oh my God, I can't believe it, shocking like, how dare you, but like, it was shocking like a blast of cold water shocking, like, wow. And to think.
But anyway, so this duet, Take Me or Leave Me, Nicole Lewis as Joanne. She appeared on Broadway in Lenin and is now appearing in Rent. And you may also have seen her in A Beautiful Mind in the movie house, or on Law and Order SVU. Maureen will be sung for us by Carmine Ehlers, who understudies it in the Broadway production of Rent, but has also participated in the national tour of Rent, and her debut CD includes a version of the song Out Tonight from Rent. So welcome Nicole Lewis, Carmine Ehlers.
Day, I walk down the streets, I hear people say, baby, so sweet. Ever since puberty, everybody stares at me. Boys, girls, I can't help it, baby. So be wise and don't lose your mind. Just remember that I'm your baby. Take me for what I am. of margins and discipline. I make lists in my sleep, baby. What's my sin? Never quit. I follow through. I hate mess, but I love you. What to do with my impromptu, baby? So be wise, cause this girl's satisfied. You got a prize, you don't compromise. You're one lucky baby. Take me for what I am.
Control freak.
I was meant to be.
Let's not get over attentive.
And if you give a damn,
A lovable trophy.
take me, baby.
And ain't over attentive.
That's it. The straw that breaks my back, I quit. Unless you take it back with me. What is it about them? Can't live with them or without them. Take me for what I am. Oh, I was meant to be. I was meant to be. And if you can give a damn, take me, baby. Take me, baby. Oh, la la la, leave me. Take me, baby. Or leave me.
And now our parallel selection from Rent. You Are What You Own, Mark and Roger, Christopher Hankey and Kyle Post.
Filmmaker cannot see, and the songwriter cannot hear. Yet I see me everywhere. Angels' voices in my ear. Just tighten those shoulders. Just clench your jaw till you frown. Just don't let go or you may drown. You're living in America at the end of the millennium. You're living in America, where it's like the Twilight Zone. And when you're living in America at the end of the millennium, you're what you own. So I own not a notion. I escape and hate content. I don't own emotion. I ran. What was it about that night? Connection in an isolating age. For once the shadows gave way to light. For once I didn't disengage. Angel, I hear you, I hear it, I see you, I see it in my film, I hear it in my song. Alexi, Mark, call me a hypocrite. I need to finish my own film. I quit dying in America at the end of the millennium. We're dying in America to come into our own. And when you're dying in America at the end of the millennium,